Welcome back. Ray Barton from RayTheRealEstateGuy.com, a realtor associate here at Coldwell Banker Flanagan Realty in Manchester with offices in Toms River and in Bayville. If you want to reach me, you can always contact me at 908-309-2222. And by the way, if you like what I'm presenting to you, please leave a like, give me some comments. I'd love to keep this going. I'm here every Monday night at 7 p.m. Today, I want to just kind of reiterate a couple things going on in the marketplace, so let's dive in. You might have seen recently in the newspaper, particularly in the Asbury Park Press, that home values in Monmouth and Ocean County continue to soar. And according to the data, it appears to be that buyers in New York and North Jersey are flooding in the local housing market to escape the pandemic. You know, we've seen shore towns like Allenhurst and Monmouth in Monmouth County and Surf City down in Ocean County. They've had an increase of sales in about 20%. But even in the smaller towns like Farmingdale down in Monmouth County and Plumstead out in Ocean County, we saw values raised faster than the national average. And it's kind of interesting to continue to watch. You know, why? I think there's some people who just like to come down here for the summer and they're figuring that I can't get away and I can't go on a long trip, so maybe I'll just go buy something local. But I think a lot of people are getting tired of living in the city and some of the things that are going on in the city, and they want to escape potentially COVID if nothing else. So that's been kind of interesting for us here at the Jersey Shore. We've had dwindling inventory and a whole number of buyers coming in, which has increased the number of bids on the same piece of property, and sometimes making it a little bit frustrating for the average buyer. You see a house for $200,000, it's listed for $200,000, you figure it's worth $200,000, and by the time you get done, you might have a $230,000 deal, and that becomes a little bit of a challenge when the appraisal comes in for $200,000. So you've got to have some cash to cover the difference in order to get your mortgage, or if you're lucky enough to buy cash, well then, now's the time to buy. Monmouth County last year, the values rose about 12%, and Ocean County rose about 11%, and they easily outpaced the nation, which was kind of running around the 8% increase. But with a pandemic going on, Ocean and Monmouth counties have been very, very let's say, ideal for the average buyer, because when they come down from the city, they typically have cash, and you can buy an awful lot for $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 down in this local area. It says in the papers that millennials who gravitated to the city in their younger days now have families and are searching for more space, and we hear that on a regular basis. And again, some people just like to be able to come to the shore. They can't go on the cruise ship, and they're not chasing after the air flight to go to the Bahamas. So, coming to the Jersey Shore and living down here is just absolutely ideal. And a lot of companies nowadays are allowing for, shall we say, telecommute. The days of having to drive into New York City or North Jersey every day may not be as prevalent as they were just a couple of years ago. And we've gotten more and more used to running our businesses with virtual contact. So, it's really quite attractive for people to come to a place where they want to live. Now, you couple that with mortgage rates that continue to drop, thanks in part to the Federal Reserve. It makes it very, very attractive, So, this is a good place to buy. Interest rates continue to fall below 3%. You can buy homes here for, 5%. You have 5% mortgages, some cases 3% mortgages. With a little cash for closing and what have you, you can get yourself a real nice deal right here in Monmouth and Ocean County. Now, where I live in Ocean County in Manchester and in Toms River, we've seen some pretty significant changes. In Ocean County itself, Surf City has had an increase of 17.4%, and Ship Bottom 16.6%. Mystic Island, which is a section of Little Egg Harbor, it increased by 16%. and Beach Haven increased by 15.8, and Barnegat Light increased by 15.3. So they're pretty significant gains. But right here, again, in Manchester, Toms River area, we're seeing an 8.3% increase and a 10.6% in brick. So, we're all watching the number of people coming into to buy homes, and it's quite interesting to see what happens. There have been houses have been put on the market at 9 o'clock in the morning, and by 9:30 there are multiple offers on it, and it's kind of a seller's market right now. There just isn't enough inventory. People really want to come down here, and they're taking a look at the area and they're saying, "Boy, I want to live at the shore." And frankly, I can't blame them. I've been here for 40 plus years, and I absolutely think it's one of the best places in the state to live. And certainly we have a lot to offer. Now, knowing that, and knowing that I've been in this area for so long, I mean, I graduated high school 100 years ago in 1970, right here in Bricktown. But I've been here for a long time. I know the ins and outs of the area. I certainly have a good feel for what's going on. I know where people want to live, and I know where the deals are. We continue to watch them and monitor them on a daily basis right here at the office, and I try to work with my clients. So if you have a thought, or if you know someone who wants to move down here and enjoy the great life of the Jersey Shore, please feel free to call me, Ray Barton, 908-309-2222. I'm with Caldwell Banker Flanagan Realty. Again, 3 offices, Manchester, Toms River, and Bayville. We're always here to help. You can get me on my website at raytherealestateguy.com, www.raytherealestateguy.com, and I am here for you. Love to talk to you. We can dream a little together, and I can maybe help you get into your next long-term home. So I look forward to the phone call. I look forward to your comments down below. Please, again, click your like if you like this, and we'll see you next week at 7 p.m. Monday night.